Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be going through or walking you through a timeline of events for a recent product launch that we did on Amazon utilizing Amazon FBA. Now I did a video on this a couple of months ago and the video got a lot of great feedback. I kind of took you through a similar process where I mapped out kind of the days and our product launch kind of plan and what we did on specific days and kind of how that impacted our product listing on Amazon. So in this video, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing. If you guys don't know, my name's Lamar and I'm a 7-figure Amazon FBA seller. I have 3 private label brands and I also do consulting and work with other e-commerce businesses, helping them with their Amazon strategy and help them sell off of Amazon on their own website. Like I said, in this video, I'm going to be going through a recent product launch that we did. Now, I've been experimenting a lot with the search, find, buy method. This is a method that we're using essentially ManyChat or a Facebook bot to kind of help us with product launches. And I think this is a great tool. It's a great supplement to the product launch strategy that I've already been kind of talking about and implementing for several years now. However, it's a new tool in the toolkit and it is impactful, and I wanted to kind of show you this case study because it's a really great example of just showing you what's possible with Amazon FBA, and when you apply the correct strategy to your product listing, you can see success on Amazon. Now I know a lot of you might be, just starting out with e-commerce, or you're just thinking about launching a product on Amazon, and I hope that after you watch this video, you'll be able to relax a little bit and know that people are still having lots of success on Amazon. You just have to have what I'm going to be considering a holistic approach to your product launch strategy while applying marketing tactics to your Amazon listing to get reviews, boost your rank, increase your sales velocity. Definitely can help. We also need to remember that we need to have a unique product. We need to be thinking about the customer experience. It's a holistic approach that leads to success on Amazon. It's not just one individual tactic or piece of the puzzle. We have to be putting all these pieces together, and when we do that at the right time in the right market, the magic happens. But without further ado, guys, let's jump on over to the computer here, and I'm going to give you an inside look, a behind the scenes look at one of our most recent product launches and kind of a timeline of events that happened. All right, guys, before I start detailing, walking you through this presentation here, kind of outlining this most recent product launch that we had, I did want to remind you to hit that subscribe button or hit the like button if you're getting value out of this video. It does take me a lot of time to review, analyze, make these presentations for you. And I want to be making sure that I'm giving you guys content that you want to see. And the best way to let me know that is by dropping a comment below, hitting that subscribe button, or hitting that like button, and I'd really appreciate it. So this was an Amazon FBA product launch that we did in July 2019. That's when it kind of kicked off for the first time, or when we went live on Amazon. I wanted to run through here kind of just an overview. I wanted to talk a little bit more about the holistic approach, kind of our goals, and some of the complications that we faced with this product launch. First, I just wanted to start off by saying that this, I feel, is a really great product launch outline. What I'm going to be detailing to you within this video should really be able to set any product up for success. These are the core fundamental principles or marketing tactics that you can employ on any product on Amazon, and you will see success with your product. So that's why I'm just so excited to kind of share this video with you guys, because I know that it's a great outline for mastering product launches on Amazon. With that said, we're going to be talking throughout this video mainly about tactics. or items that we used at kind of the very end of what's considered the product launch strategy. However, there's also a lot of other puzzle pieces that you have to get right that come long before the product launch strategy in order to be successful on Amazon within your category long term. We can't just apply marketing tactics at the launch time or at the time that your product goes live on Amazon and expect to be successful on Amazon. There are other things in the mix here that we all have to get right, and they all have to be working in a holistic way. And that includes proper market research. I have many videos that talk about proper market research and things that you need to be looking for within niche markets to be successful on Amazon. Following up that comes a unique product. Now, I've stressed over and over again, you have to have a unique product if you want to be successful on Amazon. And customer experience. Right? We want to be creating an aha moment for the customer every time that they engage with our brand. Whether that's the Amazon listing itself, whether that's the packaging, and the way that they are unboxing our product, or whether it's the customer service end of it and the customer engagement that comes with after product sales. And then last but not least, and what this video is mainly going to be about, is that launch strategy or that product launch strategy and the tactics that we can deploy to have success when we get these other things right beforehand. For this specific product, our goal is to hit $5,000 to $10,000 in monthly revenue. I consider that a base hit, with making, minimally $1,000 a month, maybe $1,000 to $3,000 a month in gross profit. Now, before we start going through the timeline of events here, I also want to kind of just list through a couple of complications that we faced with this product launch. And the reason for this is I wanted to kind of share with you a typical experience. I don't want you to think that every product launch that we do is a home run, that we have wild success right out of the gate. Because I think that is a real expectation for many people out within the Amazon FBA world or trying to launch a product on Amazon. I'm sure you see lots of case studies, lots of people flashing big sales numbers or really awesome product launches, and I kind of just wanted to show you what might be more of a typical product launch, and that you have to understand that it's a live market and we start to deploy these tactics, and that we have to know what tactics and what tools we have available to us and when we kind of need to do each one. But listing the complications here, I would say that the product that we launched within this market wasn't very differentiated. Now, while I talk a lot about having an extremely unique product, this product we didn't launch in a very differentiated way. It was only a size and a color kind of variation, although it was its own listing when we launched the product, but it only included a size and color differentiation. We also launched this product going into what we consider the low season. So this product is seasonal, and we were kind of launching it going into the low season. So when we're looking at the sales numbers in here, kind of keep that in mind, that we weren't experiencing huge sales volumes right out of the gate because, well, quite frankly, we launched it going into a low season. However, with that said, I always favor launching, going to market as soon as possible. So while we could have timed this into a better season where there would have been more sales volume, I believe going to market as soon as possible, building up that history with Amazon, building up those reviews on Amazon, so that when high season comes around, we're well prepared. And if we need to, we can also deploy more marketing tactics to give our listing a boost. The other complication with this market is that it's high competition. We've gotten ripped off in this market many times over. We have lots of copycatters. We have new competitors coming into the category pretty much every other week. And there's a lot of products that look extremely similar. At the end of the day, it still provides the same fulfillment or benefit to the customer that all these other competitors also provide. The other complication, and we're going to break in and see this, is that we experience a below average review rate. I don't think that the review rate on this listing was very good. And it's going to be something that we're working and trying to improve for future product launches that we do. All right, so let's hop in here and start taking a look at this graph. So I just want you to focus up on this graph, and then all I'm going to talk through and kind of point out different points along here. So the first thing to notice here is this red line, and that's our keyword rank for the main keyword or our main keyword for this particular product. And then the blue line is units sold. So this is just units sold on Amazon and keyword rank for our main keyword. So on July 10th, basically the product goes live here. At that time, we started Amazon PPC, and we followed up with a 5-day email blast sequence. So if you're not familiar, we have been running Facebook ads, essentially doing contests or giveaways to attract potential customers on Facebook. They're entering into our contest and we're collecting their email. We then pull all those people and we build suspense for our product launch, and then we do an email blast onto Amazon launching our product. So you can kind of see how the impact that it had when we started doing the email blast. So coming down here to the graph, on day number 1, we launched on July 10th. We started Amazon PPC and we did our first email blast. So on day number 1, we sold about 5 units sold. So it went from 5 units to 1 unit to 2 units, 2 units, and then about day number 3, 4, 5 days into our product launch, we keep emailing these people. We sold 4 units, and then we spike up here at 15 units. Now take note of our keyword rank. So we were targeting specific keywords within those email blasts. We were using a method that I consider the teach method. Essentially, we're targeting our main keyword and directing those users through email how to find our product on Amazon, and you can kind of see the impact that it had on our main keyword rank. So we were ranking above 50 or several pages deep when we launched our product on Amazon or when the product went live. After about 10 days, that's when we really see our keyword rank improve. So we've got to spike the algorithm, we've got to start the Amazon PPC, we got to push people through email, and we kind of got to jumpstart the listing. And that's really where the listing shoots down here to a keyword rank of 19. So we're 10 days into our launch and we're ranking number 19 for our main keyword on page number 1. So then there's about a week here where we're not really doing anything. We're kind of just monitoring the listing. You know, we had a pretty successful jumpstart to the listing right out of the gate. You know, we were happy with these initial sales. We were happy with the way that the keyword ranking was trending. So we kind of just waited a week there. The other good thing is that we were able to get a couple of influencers to post about our product, and we were going to direct that traffic back to Amazon. So one important thing that I wanted to see was just the impact that email would have versus influencers. So you can see right at the end of July is when the influencer posts start happening. And there might have been an influencer post here as well, we just didn't capture it. But we had 1, 2, 3, we had at least 3 influencer posts right around this area. They weren't very expensive influencers, and we're going to continue to build out this strategy. I do think that this is a good supplement to the product launch strategy. And like I've been saying, one of the nice things about showing you guys this case study or this example is just that it gives a really nice foundation of all the different components or tools that are available to you when you're doing a product launch on Amazon. So right about here, this is coming close to 20 days into the product launch, we receive our first review. I think it took a little while to receive this first review. As I said in the previous slide, I'm not really happy with our low review rate on this particular product. Taking about 20 days seems a little bit long, but the following day we do receive our second review, and then about 3 days later, our third review, and then our fourth review. So things are looking pretty good initially within those first 20, 30 days as far as reviews go. However, the trend of reviews quickly starts to slow down. About 1 month into the product launch, we raise our price to $44.99 from $39.99. So the funny thing with pricing strategy is it's constantly a balance. We want to be able to sell volume and gain rank, but we're also excited to see what we can sell this product at, get to break even or surpass that break even point and start to make profit. So it's a tricky balance between moving volume and making money. But 1 month in, we raise our price $5. Here again, we wait another week just to see how that price change starts to impact things. One thing that you'll notice here is that it seems that our keyword rank started jumping around quite a lot during this period of time. And one thing that you'll notice when you're doing different ranking tactics, or you're sending a lot of email blasts, or maybe you're doing a ManyChat sequence, when Amazon is trying to figure out your placement within the algorithm, this tends to happen. You'll jump between pages, or one day you'll be ranked 40 or 39 here, and then the next day you'll be ranked 16. And I think that that's what we were kind of just experiencing here. Amazon was testing us out on different pages and just trying to figure out where we were supposed to be placed. Coming back down here, 6 weeks into the product launch, we decided to raise our price again, but this time test the coupon strategy. So we raised our price up to $49.99, which is $10 above what we launched at. And then we also added on a $5 coupon. So one of the great things, or the things that I love about this case study, is that we're testing different concepts, right? We're doing the email, we're doing the Amazon PPC, then we're waiting a week, and then we're doing influencers, and then we're waiting a week, and now we're testing the coupon. So it was just a simple test of the different strategies, of the different tools that we had available. And then in the background, I'm constantly monitoring the impact and the effectiveness that it's having on the listing, both from a profitability standpoint and from a keyword ranking standpoint, and from a volume standpoint. So basically here for the next month, we're selling at $49.99 with a $5 coupon. Over this period of time, we receive our 5th and our 6th review, and we're selling maybe on average, this is, like I said, low season for this product. And at this point, we're profitable. So we're okay with this price point and selling at it. And we're selling, maybe 2 to 3 units. Some days we're not selling any. Let's just say that on average here, we're ranked, 20, 21 on our main page, but we are profitable at this time. And I think we're grossing anywhere between $100 to $200 a week while we're running this $5 coupon. So, we're okay with it, despite the fact that the volume isn't very high and we're ranked a little bit lower on the page. However, we're just experimenting. I was here just seeing what the coupon, the $5 coupon, what kind of impact that would have on our listing. And I would say that from a keyword ranking perspective, for our main keyword rank, it really didn't have much of an impact. So we're 2 months into the product launch now. This is September 12th of this year, and I stopped the coupon. All right, so we've been running the coupon for about a month. I think that we have enough data on the impact that it's had, and we want to try the full price $49.99. So I dropped the coupon, and we immediately go into a couple day period here. I marked down 4 days of no sales. So we drop the coupon and we don't get any sales for 4 days. Keyword rank here remains the same though, interestingly enough, and we're still ranked 19, maybe 2019 for those days that we didn't receive any sales. One thing that you'll notice is that I haven't really touched Amazon PPC at all up till this point. And I waited about 2 months to do that. And the reason for that was I really set up the Amazon PPC We have a lot of data on this market, and we're very used to this market. We have other products within this market. So I was very used to, what those bids should be, set at, what the keywords or the main keywords that we should be bidding on. So I really didn't have to touch the Amazon PPC too much. However, it's important to note that I am monitoring the financials, kind of those weekly KPIs. So while I didn't have any notes, I didn't make any optimizations to it, all the financials are being tracked on the back end. So I do know exactly how much we're spending and the contribution of those PPC sales to the overall listing, and whether there's a problem there that needed to be optimized or not. And it just didn't seem that we needed to make any optimizations, so I hadn't. Up until about this point right here, which I increased the PPC bids. So on 9/19, I increased the PPC bids, and we paired that with the search, find, buy strategy that I mentioned earlier. So we essentially were running Facebook ads through a ManyChat bot sequence that encouraged customers to get our product on Amazon at a deep discount. So we take them through a ManyChat sequence, and we can kind of see the impact that it has here. So on 9/19, we sold, and keep in mind here, these aren't full price units sold, they're steeply discounted units sold. We sold 13 units sold. Targeting our main keyword, you can see that it takes about 1, 2, maybe 3 days to start to see a dramatic improvement in our keyword rank. So we were targeting our main keyword, discounting 13 units sold. The following day, 11 units, maybe 9 units, 16 units sold. And that's really where we start to see the keyword rank improve on our particular product. Now keep in mind, because our keyword rank was also being boosted, right? We were averaging a 19 here, and then we started dropping down to 10, and then eventually we're at 4. So this continued to improve with the units being sold here. So as you can see, the Facebook chatbot is extremely impactful when it comes to keyword rank. However, it's also extremely expensive. And that's why we were kind of saving this strategy for last. I was testing each one of these strategies individually, kind of seeing the impact that it's having on the listing, on the keyword, and on our profitability. And then lastly, I tested the Facebook chat bot sequence, or the search, find, buy sequence, to just be able to compare the different strategies and kind of the impact that it has on the listing. Now, of course, on the face value, you might say, oh, the Facebook chatbot, worked the best. And you might be right? It definitely worked the best for our keyword rank. However, the financial expense of running this type of strategy is very expensive. As I've been saying, there is the cost of the Facebook ads. There's the cost of the discount. There's your cost of goods sold and the Amazon fees that are attributed depending on how much of a discount you give during running this strategy. So because of that, I only ran the Facebook chatbot for 4 days. So a total of 4 days here, because keep in mind, as you run this, it takes several days for the keyword rank to be impacted. Just like how back at the beginning here, we started doing email blasts quite early on, and we didn't see the rank really improve until day number 5. So we also see an example of that here. We start selling a high number of units on 9/19, but we really don't see the keyword rank until 9/22. So I stopped the chatbot here, and the keyword rank will continue to improve days later. So as I've been saying, I think that this is a really great kind of foundational components of what makes up a successful product launch, and kind of the different impacts that each kind of a tool or strategy or tactic that it has on your Amazon listing. Obviously, as I said, there's several complications with this product, and I would have liked to seen some better results out of certain elements of each piece of the tactic here, or the strategy. However, I do think that this is a good framework And we've been testing this framework a lot, and I'm going to be showing you future case studies of this having more impact on product listings. But at the same time, we're still happy with this result because at the end of the day, we're making an extra $200, $300 a week in gross profit on this product, and it's a good solid base hit for us. And then during the peak season or the high seasons for this product, we could see anywhere from 2, 3, 4x of what we're experiencing right now. So before we kind of close out of the video here, I did just want to touch back on what makes a product launch successful on Amazon. And as I've been saying, it's a holistic product launch. And it starts with having a unique product. So you have to have a unique product, a way that differentiates yourself from the market. This is just going to help you get more traction on Amazon faster. Not only is there so much competition on Amazon and you need a way to stand out from the competition, it's also just going to give you a leg up, a competitive advantage when customers go and choose your product. Leading off of that, you need to have great customer experience. So everything, as I mentioned earlier, from product design to how you're thinking about your customer service and the customer experience as they're unboxing your product. I have several videos that just talk about how to make your product unique, driving into or really digging into how you create kind of that aha moment for the customer as they're interacting with your product and your brand. We now put every single one of our products into the early reviewer program. If you're launching a product on Amazon, you should definitely be enrolling your products in the early reviewer program. That's just an easy way to get 5 reviews right out of the gate. Having a solid pricing strategy is equally important. You want to come in and undercut the market a little bit, set your price to break even. You should be happy selling products at break even for a short while of time so that you can help gain traction on Amazon and build up reviews. Next here is utilizing the Amazon PPC campaign platform. So this is one of the most effective ways to drive sales and improve keyword rank for particular keywords that your product is relevant for. Now, while understanding how to set up Amazon PPC campaigns is important, this starts back at having an optimized listing. You need to know which keywords to target. You need to have proper Amazon SEO embedded within your listing. You need to write your listing correctly so that Amazon understands what your product is, and then therefore your Amazon PPC campaigns will run more successfully. Again, this all just goes back to having a holistic approach to this. You just can't have bad keywords in your listing and then expect to know Amazon PPC really well and you to expect that things are just going to work out. It's about having a good listing with good Amazon PPC and you'll see good results. Running an email blast. So I mentioned that we ran Facebook ads. We collected a bunch of potential customers through a contest that we ran. So you're essentially saying, hey, are you interested in receiving this, packaged bundle or this product for free? Enter in your email and you'll have a chance to win at the end of the month. So we were able to collect several thousand emails that way. And then we launched the email blast as a way to kickstart our Amazon listing. And in fact, if you look back here, the email blast might have had just as much effect on the listing compared to the search, find, buy tactic that we used later on. Now keep in mind, we launched the search, find, buy tactic much later after we had more history built up with Amazon and we had 6 reviews. So maybe if we were to continue or to do email blasts down here again, we would have seen similar results. And that's what I'm saying, is that we need to analyze the financials a little bit more on what these promotions are doing to us, because running the search, find, buy method is expensive when compared to the email blast. Next, utilizing influencers. So I think utilizing influencers is really a great tactic, especially for potentially more indirect benefits. So, depending on how much you're paying influencers, this could be a good way to drive traffic to your Amazon listing and sales. However, influencers will also provide a lot of intangible assets. They might do videos or images with your product, and you could use those images on your product listing, or maybe they create a video and you can now add that into your Amazon EBC. So there's different things or content that these influencers will create that you can then recycle for later on use. It also just helps a lot with the branding, right? When you have more influencers that are kind of talking about the brand in general, I'm sure you might see more sales back on your website, or they might not directly click the link. But if you continue to work with the influencers over time, or maybe we were to do continuous posts, once every month, once every couple of weeks with these influencers, we would start to see more noticeable sales on our product listing. And then last but not least, utilizing the search, find, buy method. So here again, we were running Facebook ads, pushing people through a ManyChat sequence as a way to drive sales and improve our keyword rank for a particular listing. Now, one thing is that I'm sure we're gonna see reviews come after this, and it's gonna be quite interesting to see how long we hold our keyword rank after running the search, find, buy method. And I'll have to do a follow-up video on just how much longer we'll be able to maintain that keyword rank for this particular product. But these are kind of the main tools, tactics, whatever you want to call it, the things that we have available to us, the tools in the toolkit that we can use when launching a product on Amazon. And depending on the status of your product or what's happening within the live market, you'll have the option to kind of engage with one of these tools or tactics as a way to improve your results. So I hope that if this is your first product that you're thinking about launching, or you haven't launched a product on Amazon just yet, and you're worried about the product launch strategy, I hope that this video has given you some insight into how we are launching products on Amazon and just the different tools that are available to you out there to have a successful product launch. So if you guys got value out of this video, I would encourage you to check out my course in the link below, where I break down all of these core concepts in much more detail. And I really break down in detail how you can go out there and replicate these exact same tactics for your own product launch. But minimally, if you got value out of this video, guys, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, where I'm here helping you be successful on Amazon. So make sure you hit that subscribe button or hit that thumbs up button to show me that you like this video, and I'll keep coming out with more in the future. Until next time, guys, get out there and crush it on Amazon.